Alright, so it's finally here, Hollow Knight Silksong. A couple days ago I tried Hollow Knight on Steam Deck, it was completely fine. If you want to check that out, link in the pinned comment. But Silksong today, $20 game. And well, the page was down for the first couple minutes to buy it. It's verified on day one. When it comes to the options, video, 800p. The game was basically like this by default. I just disabled VSync to show you unlock frame rates in a bit. So as you can see, at 60 frames, it's using basically no graphics card. It's still, if you could run the previous game, you can run this one. The minimum requirements I think are a GTX 550 Ti, which is a graphics card from like 15 years ago at this point, or even more. So yeah, I just started the game, just bought it. Again, $20, there's no reason not to support that. But let me show you unlock frame rates very quickly. Make sure to disable VSync if you want to try this on your own Steam Deck. The original game was like 300 FPS, and this one is no different, at least when it comes to that. I said in that video of Hollow Knight that this was going to probably run a bit worse if they're doing something more complex. But yeah, the general artwork is basically untouched. I would say it looks a little bit higher resolution when it comes to the art, which is always good to see. But again, 300 FPS, there's not really much to say. I would say it's insanely verified because Hollow Knight doesn't support, officially at least, 16:10. It's 16:9, and you had to do a hex editor tweak in order to get it anywhere of using the entire screen. So that's the big difference over the original. So yeah, I'll call this one insanely verified. You don't really need to do anything. So anyway, unlock frame rates completely fine. You could hook it up to a big TV and play like that, no problem whatsoever. It works as you would expect. So again, not always games being 2D means that it's going to run well. Looking at you, Rogue Prince of Persia. So yeah, let me show you what it looks like and how much battery life. And for some reason something is happening. Don't worry, let's swap into handheld. Alright, so at 90 FPS the fan is at 0 RPM, and we have with 80% battery 4.5 hours, which at 100% battery is probably going to be 5 hours or more. And the game on the Steam Deck OLED, man, that OLED screen really makes colors pop, especially the darker stuff. There's a lot of dark colors here and there. I mean, like the original. This one actually runs a bit better than the original game, believe it or not. But it looks fantastic. The colors here really pop. One of the big advantages of the OLED. And 90 FPS is nice to have, looks super smooth. But if you want more battery life, you can always lock it to 60 FPS. If you have the LCD Steam Deck, well, you don't have a choice, you have to play at 60. But I mean, at 90, 5 hours of battery, I think that's completely fine. I wouldn't need more battery life than this if it means playing at 60 versus at 90. But some people are not that sensitive to frame rate changes. So let's continue. Okay, boss fights. And it's nice to have some room to spare in order to compensate for when effects show up. Oops. But the frame time is completely flat, it's completely responsive, no problems whatsoever. Again, you would expect it from a 2D game, but that's not always the case. Okay, I got him at 90 Hz, perfection, explosion, everything, completely fine. The fan is not even on, so the Steam Deck is, for the Steam Deck, this is a cakewalk. So let's try 60s for better battery life. So we grab this, 60, your screen will flash for a moment, 60 Hz, and we're going to lower the TDP in order to get more battery life. So we're going to put it at 6 watts like I did with the original Hollow Knight. If you put it at less, the game might hard lock to 30 FPS sometimes because not enough power. So 6 watts I think is a good target. And this will give you, on a full charge, 6 hours or more. So yeah, not much else to say really. At 6 FPS you can get 6 hours on a full charge. Just locking the TDP to 6 watts like I showed you a moment ago. If you want to see again the original game, I made content about it a couple days ago. On that one, to use the entire screen you need to use a mod, but it's super easy to install if you don't mind. But I'm happy that on this one you don't need to do any tweaks, it just works right out of the box with the entire screen. And it runs the same or a little bit better than the original, which is wonderful to see. It's usually the other way around. So, in my opinion, again, 60 frames, lock the TDP to 6 watts, even if you have an LCD Steam Deck, and you have probably on the LCD 4.5 to 5 hours at 60. But on the OLED, apart from way better color accuracy and deeper blacks, which I think is the biggest deal out of this one because it has a lot of dark tones, it really pops. I mean, there's no reason not to play it, especially if you finish the original and want more. Well, this is it. Long battery life, runs completely fine. It's only $20. I mean, they could have charged way more, so again, respect. So yeah, super cheap, great performance, great art, and uses the entire screen. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you're going to play this game in the comment section below. Looks fantastic on the smaller screen. I highly recommend it if you finish the original. I still need to finish the original Hollow Knight. It was in my backlog and I forgot it existed. So I'm going to finish that one and then play this one probably. It's pretty interesting, very responsive controls. GG. And I'll see ya next time. Bye guys, thanks for watching.